Hey guys, what's up? This is number 996. Excuse me. And today I'm going to be giving you guys a deck profile of the Performapals. Now, this is a deck that I've seen a lot of people on DN trying out. And what I think the deck lacks, but I think it's gaining slowly, is a consistency and some searching and draw power. But with some of the new monsters we've been getting, and one especially I'll be talking about in a few minutes, it really makes the deck kind of more consistent. I want to, if you can obviously can't tell, this is kind of going with a rank 4 engine, because you'll see a lot of Performapal decks that do not play extra decks, because I've seen Performapal decks, I've got my ass kicked by Performapal decks that can just OTK like that, but mine is more of a control based deck, I guess you could say. So we start off with 3 of the Whip Snake. People say this is the best card of the deck, and currently in the TCG, yes, that is true, but there's another card, again, I'll be talking about in a minute. And this basically flips the attack and defense of either player's turn during the main phase of any monster on the field, switches attack and defense. So that's the idea of the Performapals, is attack and defense manipulation, which is actually kind of cool. We haven't really seen that in an archetype. So yeah, it is. So yeah, interesting concept, but I really like this card because out of the most of the Performapals I play, it's the highest attack. So yeah, pretty good card. And then we play 3 of the Combat Tiger, and Combat Tiger has an effect that if it destroys a monster by battle, you can add a Performapal monster to your deck to your hand. Now that's pretty cool, and it has 1700 attack as well, so it's obviously got a nice body. And the only bad part about it is I don't know when we're getting this. As you can see, a lot of the monsters in here are OCG exclusives. Now, some of them are from sets that are coming out, like the Lizard and the Mammoth. But the other 3 that are OCG are like I believe they came out in a special V-Jump pack. So more than likely, we're going to be getting these OCG exclusives in some way, shape, or form. Maybe like a few sets, but we'll be getting them at some point. But yeah. Anyway, Combat Tiger, good card. Then we have 3 of the Pendulum Wizard. This, in my opinion, makes the deck a whole tons better. Its pendulum effect is that if a Performapal monster is pendulum summoned, all Performapal monsters you control gain 1000 attack until the end of this turn. Now a lot of the Performapals I run are relatively strong by themselves, but add 1000, that's like, whoosh! Insane amount of attack. And its monster effect is also really cool, which is, if this is special summoned, most likely pendulum summoned, then you could target 2 cards you control, destroy them, and if you do, add equal number of different Performapal monsters from your deck to your hand. So you don't even have to destroy Performapal monsters. They can just be anything on the field, like a set card, or a card that's continuous, which I don't think I play of any. No, I don't. So, but I know there's some builds that do that. So anyway, you could target like set cards that you think are useless right now, and just add 2 cards. So that's really cool. It adds a lot of consistency and search power to the deck. Then we play 3 of the Silverclaw, and Silverclaw, this is the card I think most likely you're going to want in your Pendulum Zone, more likely than not, because it just boosts Performapals by 300. But also, its monster effect is really cool. If this card carries an attack, then all Performapal monsters gain 300 attacks. That's, again, really cool. Then we play 3 of one of the new cards we're going to be definitely getting, is the Lizard Draw. I want to say Lizard Draw, but it's only 1D. But yeah, it has a really good pendulum effect that if you have another Performapal monster in the Pendulum Zone, you can basically destroy this card, meaning it goes to the extra deck, and then you can draw 1 card, which just actually has the larger scale out of all the Performapal monsters. So you don't really want to use them just for that effect, because obviously you need to get off your Pendulum Summon. But again, still really good effect. And it has a monster effect which isn't really that relevant, but I'll read it anyway. Is that if another face-up monster you control is destroyed by battle by opponent's attacking monster or by an opponent's card effect, so that means it can't be this card, then you can draw 1 card for each Performapal monster you control, which is actually not too bad, because Performapals have the tendency of swarming, and you want to push for the OTK build. Push for the OTK. So yeah, decent effect. Then we have 2 of the Turn Toad. And Turn Toad, I I was considering not playing this, but I found it to be a really interesting card. It's basically a continuous shield and sword. So once per turn, meaning only during your turn, you can target a face-up monster on the field, switches its current attack and defense until the end phase. So that's, again, really good. It can help with a lot of pushing for that OTK. It's a monster effect, which you really don't want to summon this thing unless you absolutely need to. But yeah, it's okay. But its pendulum effect is what you're going to be wanting to get off. Then we play 2 of the Hammer Mammoth. This is their boss monster, and let me tell you, it is a pretty damn good one. So basically, here's how it works. If you control 2 or more if you control 2 or more Performapal cards, so they could just be in your pendulum zone. So that's what's really cool about this. You don't even have the monsters on the field to use this effect. So control 2 or more Performapal cards. You can normal summon this without tributing. And the cool thing is, it doesn't lose half its attack, and it can only do half its damage. It can't attack this turn. You just summon it, it's out. But cannot attack unless you control another Performapal card, which again, not hard with this deck because again, you want to have those pendulum zones, and it counts. So, and then if this card declares an attack, this is the real kicker. You can return all spell and trap cards your opponent controls to the hand. Like, holy crap, that's really, really good. I'm wondering what they're going to print this as. I'm guessing because it's Performapal, you know. I mean, we still don't have Wizard, we still don't have Silverclaw, so the deck is, and we don't have Combat Tiger, so it's clearly not all there yet. But I wouldn't be surprised if they printed it as a super. I don't want to make any bad predictions. I mean, if this is a rare or common, I'm happy. You know, I'll take it. But yeah, really, really good boss monster. For the spells, we play 3 Performapal Cast Change, and this card has not honestly got the attention it deserves because I think it's a really good card. So basically, you can reveal any number of Performapal monsters in your hand. So they don't specify it can be 2 copies of the same card, and then you can shuffle them to the deck and draw the same number of cards plus 1. So it's an immediate plus 1. So you're not really losing anything as far as what's in the hand. No, scratch that. It's an automatic break even because you're losing the cast change and you're also losing whatever you're summoning, but you're gaining it all back. So you're basically paying yourself back. It all depends on what you draw. But yeah, I think it's really good to run at 3. Then we play 2 Pot of Duality. I know people don't like playing this in pendulum decks, but I feel like in this you need to, especially since our biggest scale we want to get out is Lizard Draw to Pendulum Summon, so we want to get that as fast as we can. Then we play 2 Mystical Space Typhoon because again, vanities, skill drain, mistake, they're all things. They shouldn't be, but they're all things. 1 Dark Hole, 1 Raigeki, and then 1 Soul Charge. Pretty basic stuff. For the traps, we play 3 Performapal Revival. This is basically the kind of a Call of the Haunted type thing, but it's reactive. Basically, if a monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, so it doesn't even have to specify Performapal monsters. So I guess you could put this in a mix of something. I don't really know, but you could special summon 1 Performapal monster from your hand or graveyard. So you want to special summon really Wizard because you can get off its searching effect. Then we play 2 of the Performapal Call, which is a really good card, which if an opponent's monster attacks directly, then you could target the attack monster and negate its attack, which is alone alright. Then if you do, add up to 2 Performapal monsters you control from your deck to the hand with total defense, whose total defense is less than or equal to the attack of the targeted monster. A weird effect, but considering that a lot of the Performapals don't have very high defense, I think, what is it? Yeah, Mammoth has 1800. He's the biggest one. So you could basically just search for him depending on how strong the monster is. So yeah, basically anything's up for grabs in this deck with this card. Then for, basic trap build, 3-Dimensional Prism, 1 Torrential, 1 Bottomless, and 1 Warning. For the extra deck, it's a little odd, but not really. 1 Castell, 1 Carnigan Knight, 1 80 Rhapsody Berserk, 1 Ragnar Zero, 1 Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon, 1 Platellar Knight Platinum something. I just play this because I really want to get a Constellar Knight Diamond because with so many decks relying on graveyards, it's just, and milling and shit, you just want to shut it down. So yeah, we play that, obviously, to get out this. Then we play Heartland Draco, Diamond Dire Wolf, Abyss Dweller, Gaga Cowboy, Photon Populative, Black Supercorn, 101, and Exciton Knight. So yeah, guys, that was my Performapal deck profile. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Like, dislike. The fact that you acknowledge my video just makes me happy. I will try. I know I said this with my Despot deck profile, but honestly, that just wasn't getting good duels because a lot of people were just being salty and shit because they were having to play Despots, play against Despots, and they were losing. But yeah, I'll try my best to get a deck profile of the deck video duel. Yeah, can't speak today. Duel video of this uploaded. So yeah, expect that, guys, in not too long after this video is uploaded. So anyway, this is being Noble986, and I will see yins later. Peace.